Anyway, we've got to move on to something else
Yeah.
because I'm going to lose brain cells just by looking at it. Anyway, moving on to the next topic. We all have things that piss us off.
Yeah.
Right. Whether that's the person in the corner shop who orders about 20,000 lottery tickets or scratch cards. Whether it's the bus driver just
Hmm.
skipping past you on a Monday morning.
Yeah. Potter.
Or whether it's Mike Dean and him trying to be centre of attention in a football match.
Yeah.
Or whether, you know, or whether you've just rattled a fan base on Twitter and they search up your Facebook and all that. Anyway, me. I was that person who ran a fan base. Anyway,
Yeah. Same.
a new film has released by the
Yeah.
singer songwriter from Australia, Sia. Right, a new film called Music.
It's been labeled by The Telegraph as one of the most offensive movies ever, and that it is inspirational porn, and as well as getting more hate than Cats. It now has a worse tomato meter than Cats, which we all deemed was the worst movie. But now apparently there's a new one that's the worst.
Yep, Music is a film released by Sia. I think last week. Yeah, last week, and basically, it was, as Abby said, it's now been labelled as one of the most offensive movies ever to been released, and I believe this highlights problems in society and in the film industry that the
Yeah.
representation of neurodivergent and disabled people is still a massive issue.
Yeah.
Music, it takes us through a journey of a neurodivergent girl called Music. She's autistic. Presuming it's
Wait, she's
Yeah.
called Music.
she's called Music.
Wow, that's just lazy writing at its finest.
Anyway, judging by the film, she's got severe autism, which is something my sister has, and I don't know if anyone listening knows, but I have Aspergers autism, and so if this hit something in me that it really pissed me off. And
Yeah.
before anyone says, Jack, have you watched the film? No. So why are you going to judge it? Because I fucking can, and I've seen clips of it, and I've seen people break this movie down and put the scenes on, and it's, oh my god. I've seen enough. I don't want to support this movie. I don't want to give Sia or the production company my money. I don't want to give this my support, my money, or even my fucking time, but I'm going to rant about it.
So I think first off we need to discuss the synopsis or the plot point of the movie. So basically, Music, who is played by Maddie Zelger, a neurotypical actress, which basically means that she doesn't have autism. She her the act sorry. So the main point of the movie is that Music, played by Maddie Zelger, her grandmother dies, and then her half sister Zoo, that's ZU, um, is a quote um newly sober and is supposed to overtake role as caretaker. But surprise, surprise, she doesn't know how to take care of an autistic person. So she gets help from her friend, who is played by Leslie Odom Jr. And basically, it's Sia describes it as a love letter to the autistic community, that it's meant to involve Sia's two favorite um, two favorite themes, bringing people together and family and whatnot. That long story short, the main point of this movie is supposed to be a light-hearted, lovely film about autistic people and, the love of family, etc. But it does not come off that way at all. The opening scene is Maddie Zelger with large braided ear defenders and darkened skin. And and basically just doing very caricature type autistic movements, like tucking her lip above her teeth, twitching her fingers, jerking her head, etc. Jack will talk a bit more about this.
Basically, right. The thing is about this movie that's really pissed me off. There were a few things about this movie that's really pissed me off. Basically, obviously, Ari's gone over the main plot. Obviously, that's great. And Maddie Ziegler, Ziegler, whatever. I feel a little bit sorry for her because she supposedly felt really uncomfortable playing the role and didn't really want to make fun of people. She felt like she was making fun of people, and that gives me, and I have a little bit of sympathy for her. But what I don't like about this movie is the fact that they did originally hire an autistic actress, and to play music, and they fired her because she found the film set, and I quote, too stressful and unpleasant. And the fact that you are firing someone who's autistic for finding the set too stressful and unpleasant, because that is literally what happens to an autistic person when there's something called sensory overload, right? The fact that they fired her for that is a massive fuck you to the autistic community. It literally undermines us. It's basically discrimination. It basically discriminates us because of our characteristics and I quote, flaws. It undermines us as people, and it actually just shows a lack of research and empathy from the production team. I will say that, granted, not all autistic people are the same, but we do all share traits and characteristics in one way or another.
Yeah.
For me, it's being socially anxious. It's having breakdowns. It's having, being in my own world, being very introverted. There are more, but in April, if this podcast does go until April, we will have a special episode dedicated to autism awareness.
Yeah.
Which, we're revealing that early. But
spoiler.
Yeah. But my point is, if you're going to hire an autistic actress but not do your fucking research, then you might as well not hire them.
Yeah.
But if you're going to hire an autistic actress, do your research. Do thorough research on how you can make the set nice for them, how you can help them, embed them into the set.
Exactly.
Try and prevent them having meltdowns and feeling claustrophobic and introverted. Help them, make them feel comfortable.
Exactly.
You can't just hire an autistic actress, and you can't hire an autistic actress and not do your research and then fire them for things that they can't deal with, because something they can't help because of their, I'm not going to say condition, neurodivergency, I'm guessing. Is that a word? I'm going to say that because they're neurodivergent. It basically undoes anything about the fact that this movie tries to be